That's not an earthquake. No, that's my shaky camera rig. Maybe it's not so shaky now, but it was. Just take my word for it. Good morning, Caesar. This is really for you, buddy. And this is a public confession of what happens when, I don't want to say you become cocky or arrogant, because I'm neither. But this is what happens when you fail to test every single component before you install them. I mean, resistors, capacitors, the whole thing. It's like the old adage about measuring twice and cutting once. So, and then, I obviously defined another rule, but this time I can get away with it. The one thing you never do, the one thing you never ever do, and this is for all the new guys out there, never put zip ties on things until you've tested it. So this is that Hot Rod Deluxe that I had posted about yesterday. It's sort of my re-entry or maiden voyage back into the shop after recovering from the little surgery. But I didn't listen to one of my rules, my one rules. I think I let a little bit of a backlog cause me to make an error in judgment. So here's what happened. Amp went together beautifully, and it really did. However, low distorted output. What does that mean? Low distorted output. Now, I didn't plug into the extension jack. That's a common thing people do with these amps. I'm in a correct jack. So what did I do? The tubes, are they old? No, they're all brand new tubes. Well, what about the phase inverter coupling caps and all the stuff that you threw on the tube PCB? What about all the fancy resistors and fancy lead bending and all that stuff? Nope. I failed to measure the last 3 resistors that I installed into the amp. And one of them has an internal break. An expensive resistor. The phase inverter plate load resistors. One should be 82K, the other should be 100K. One of them is 99.8K. That's awesome. And then the other one is infinity and beyond. So, how do you test that? It's on the tube PCB. And maybe you're having a little trouble interpreting the schematic or the actual circuit board layout diagram. Maybe it's just not clicking. Well, there's an easy way to do it. So the plate supply is being fed off of your power rail. And in this instance, maybe I'll sweep over to the, I can't do that. This thing's gonna shake. So the Y node is your phase inverter power node on the power rail here. So obviously the easiest way to do that, in case you don't know, is to take your probes. Can I get in there? Whoop. There we go. So here's what the Hioki does when it's measuring. You'll hear this. You hear that? So that means we're measuring. Now, I'll see if I can do this on camera. Here's the Y node. This is the positive end. And then it's pins 1 and 6 on your 12 AX7, or let's see, hopefully I don't get my face in the shot here. What an awful experience for you guys. So I'm going to measure pin 1. Awesome. Let's see. Uh-oh. Pin 6. There's nothing there. We have an open. So, don't make assumptions because you have expensive and fancy resistors that, before they were packaged, after the, the guy scooped him up off the assembly line. The conveyor belt shooting down from 3 stories. Don't make an assumption that the dude had a multimeter before he put it in a little baggie and labeled it. So don't be dumb like I was. Don't skip steps. Caesar, update soon.